Hey guys, today I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. Um, I got my headphones on because I don't know whether you can hear me without them, and I'm pretty sure this is the only mic I'm using at the moment. I might end up getting a better mic, like an actual microphone, for making these webcam videos, but for now, this is all we've got. So this is mostly for my gaming videos, but I thought it'll do for now. So, as the title suggests, today we will be doing a Would You Rather. So, I've got a notebook here. It's Deadpool. It's the one you get from HMV, the what are they called? The proper, good quality ones with the metal clips and the proper expensive ones with a proper like bookmark and everything and the proper like pages and everything with things. And funny you should mention that because um, that is actually our first question. So I did a thing where I asked for would you rather questions on both Instagram and Snapchat. Um, and these are what I got. Some I just put in random order. I've just put them in random orders, and this is where we're going to be going to. We're going to be having a discussion about it, and we're just going to be, doing whatever for about 20 minutes because I got about 15. I got 16 questions here, and the first one, funny you should say, is: would you rather be overweight or underweight? Now, as whether they meant like forever, like I would always be underweight, I would always be skinny, or I would always be, overweight. I don't know. Whether they mean like as a base layer to be from overweight to losing weight and underweight to gaining weight. I don't know. But well, putting on weight, putting on muscle, stuff like that. But I don't know. So as a physical um thing, I would rather be I would be rather be slightly overweight, but if it was on the other end of the spectrum, I would rather be really underweight because being really overweight and having all those flaps and just it would not be good either to look at. It would not be good to look at. So I would rather be underweight because then at least I can put like baggy t-shirts on and stuff like that. Whereas if I was overweight, I couldn't really put smaller t-shirts on. Otherwise, it would just look even more horrendous. So I'd rather be underweight, um, looks wise. But if it was a base layer, like I had to gain weight or lose weight, I would rather be underweight and put on weight because fast metabolism means you can eat more and you'll be skinnier. So I would rather be underweight, which would mean I'd have a faster metabolism so that I could, I would be able to eat a lot more and put on less weight. It would be harder to gain weight, but it would be more enjoyable than doing loads of cardio and stuff like that. So I would rather be underweight than gain weight. So yeah, but yeah, that's that. The next question I got asked actually was, would I rather, because as I do wrestling on a weekend, um, would you rather be a great wrestler or a great talker? So great wrestler like Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, um, both of which are up here. If you can't see that, I'll show you now. See, there's AJ Styles and there's Daniel Bryan. But yeah, to answer the question, or a great talker, as in The Miz, MJF, people like that. And, well, I'd probably rather be a great talker, because then that means, especially in the ring, there's less likelihood of me being, under scrutiny if I'm having a bad match, because people don't really expect great matches from you. Plus, if you do have a great match, then you get praised more, because they're like, whoa, he's great on the mic, but he's also great in the ring. So, that's great. So it's more, I'd more rather be a great talker than be a great wrestler, because if it's a great wrestler and he cuts a really good promo, then it gets mentioned, but not as much. So if I'm a great talker and put on a great match against somebody, people will go crazy, because they'd never expect that. So yeah, that's why. This next question, we got a question about wrestling. Now we got a question about the next hobby in my life, and that next hobby is watching Doctor Who. And this question is Daleks or Cybermen? Character-wise, I reckon Cybermen, only because, especially from the, actually both realities of Cybermen, both races, if you will, of Cybermen, both the Mondasian Cybermen and the Cybus Industries Cybermen are pretty, not relatable, but more likely to be in our future than Daleks, because the Mondasian Cybermen was, if you don't know, Mondas is a twin planet of the Earth, and Mondas got really, really cold, so it practically got inhabitable, so they couldn't live there anymore. So they had to, make these metal suits and, just cut out all the emotion so it would stop people from suffering from the cold. But whereas the Cybus Industries Cybermen got created because John Lumick was really rich, a genius in a blimp, and was like, I don't want to die. I don't want other people to die. So, I'll just tear away the emotion. I'll just put them in metal suits and tear away the emotion so that they don't have to know that they're in these big metal suits. So, because people want to live forever, like me, I would like that. I don't blame him, but Cybermen just for that reason. But story-wise, the stories that have been given and threat-wise, Daleks would win. I like the Cybermen. I like the stories the Cybermen have been in, like Closing Time's one of my favorite ones, and the Peter Capaldi Season Ender, World Enough in Time, I think it's called, where Bill Potts gets turned into a Cyberman, is a great episode, and really shows the pain and the torture that those people the Mondasians go through just to survive those inhabitable temperatures. And yeah, that's but episodes like Dalek and you know, Dalek Asylum of the Daleks is another good one, and episodes like that just really push the Daleks ahead. Plus, you get one Cyberman. They're relatively easy to take down without a ship, without resources. But a Dalek, nah. As you saw from the episode Dalek in season 1. Ain't no stopping that with bullets. So anyway, moving on, because this isn't an episode about Doctor Who. If you want to see them, give this video a like, and comment down below what Doctor Who videos you want to see, like top 10s or theories or whatever. But anyway, next question was asked to me by one of my friends, and that is FIFA or PES, Pro Evolution Soccer. Now, if you don't know, I was going to do a FIFA episode, FIFA Ultimate Team series on the channel, but I just ended up, playing it on my own. Whether you want to see it back or not, whether you want to see it or not, is up to you. Again, put it down in the comments below. But right now, it probably would happen, but just not at the moment. Maybe in a few weeks or something like that. But anyway, FIFA or PES. FIFA, I love the Ultimate Team. PES, I do love My Club. My Club is good. I also love the fact that in PES, players' ratings go down based on whether they're out of position or not, whereas FIFA, it's only their chemistry. So I do prefer PES for that, but actually manager as well, PES wins. But FIFA, I prefer on the rules side of things, because PES, you can get red carded for things you wouldn't get yellow carded in FIFA. But overall, I would say PES wins, because unless it's Ultimate Team or My Club, I don't play a lot of the games. I like managing the teams and everything like that. So for that reason alone, I'll go PES. Okay. Next question. Whoever asked me this, I hate you, because I don't know how I'm going to answer this. And that is Doctor Who or WWE. Now, Doctor Who has really got me through a lot recently, because I was bored. With me, whenever I got bored, I get depressed. So I like to be as not bored as humanly possible. So I like to do things or take my mind off things and stuff like that. So I was just like, now will be a perfect time to watch Doctor Who. To start watching Doctor Who again. So I did. And then I watched it again. And then I watched it again. And now I'm watching it for a 4th time. So, yeah, that was that. But WWE, I've been watching it since I was about 4. And, yeah, it's always going to be number 1 for me, I'm afraid. But WWE, my pick, because the moment that I remember where I haven't been a WWE fan. I know how I became a WWE fan, and that'll be an episode for video for another day. But yeah. Now, let me show you something. you ask me. If you don't know, this is Voldemort's wand. That's what that looks like. I love this wand, by the way, because it's just so the amount of detail and everything. I just love it. You know, the uniqueness in the Harry Potter world of this wand is just amazing. I love that it's supposed to look like it's made out of a bone, even though it's not. You know, but yeah. And then this is the 11th Doctor's wand, so that's Matt Smith. My favorite sonic screwdriver, and my favorite TARDIS. But yeah, that's what that is. Plus, it's a spork. I love this. I got it for my birthday in a Doctor Who crate. I love it. It's great. I sometimes have my cereal with it. Sometimes my custard after I finish my fish fingers. But yeah. Anyway, enough of that. To answer the question, because it's been so long since I've watched Harry Potter, I'll probably end up doing another watch of Harry Potter at some point during lockdown. I'll have to go with Doctor Who because, again, it's been so long. But, you know, the Harry Potter world is still open. Well, not anymore, but it's still open, like, normally. And the Doctor Who experience isn't. So, take that how you will. Anyway, next question is going to be a bit of a out of place one if you don't know, like, me on a personal level. But this question would seem a bit odd to you, like if you're just a viewer of this channel and you know aren't really that good friends with me. But this question is the Anunnaki or the Elder Gods / Outer Gods. If you don't know who the Anunnaki is and or why they're being compared, it's because I think they're Sumatran. Is that right? Sumerian, something like that. They're part of that religion. They're big. They play a big part in the ancient astronaut theory, and they say that they're well, they are God. They are the gods, but they're not the gods. They're aliens because you know they come down in the spaceships and they teach people and they enslave. They use the people to mine and stuff, and they teach people all about society and stuff like that, and then they leave. But yeah, and the Elder Gods, if you didn't know, are beings. They're all aliens, I think. But most of them, they're either aliens or descendants from aliens. And yeah, basically, they appear in the H.P. Lovecraft novels. They also appear in Lovecraftian stories written in the Cthulhu mythos by other people after his death, and so that's like Cthulhu and Dagon and Nyarlathotep, people like that. So just because I know more about them, and I would go with the Elder Gods. I've also got the Necronomicon over there. I would get it, but I'm too lazy. So yeah, Elder Gods win this battle, as they would probably. Now, another battle, this one that I've seen with my own eyes. Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock. Now, outside of the WWE, with what they've done, I would go with The Rock. Even though Stone Cold Steve Austin is in one of my favorite movies, Damage, which is a great movie if you haven't checked it out. It's like 50p in CEX if you want to check it out. It's called Damage. It's got a big picture of Stone Cold Steve Austin on the front. It's like 50p. It's a great film though. Yeah, so, but I would go with The Rock outside of the WWE. In the WWE, based on character and in-ring work, I would go Stone Cold Steve Austin, just because of those great matches he's had with Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, and people like that. I would go Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now we revert over to here, to you, because I got another question. Would you rather pirate metal or black metal? Now we all know I love a bit of Ailstorm. So I'm going to go with Ailstorm, aka pirate metal, because boy, that is so much fun. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Plus, one of the Ailstorm songs is actually my ringtone. I'm not going to play it now because, you know, language and stuff. But if you know Ailstorm, you know which one. Anyway, next question is the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania? Atmosphere-wise, I'd go with WrestleMania. There is nothing bigger in the world of wrestling. Nothing comes even close to it anymore. Because just the sheer size of everything, and the wrestlers are all happy, and the crowd are all happy, and they're just happy to be there. Whereas in-ring quality and just sheer enjoyment, I would go with the Royal Rumble. So the Royal Rumble wins this one. It's been my dream to go and see one live for absolutely years now. So I would go with the Royal Rumble, just because, unlike WrestleMania, you never know what happens. Now another one. I have a feeling this question is because of this, and that would explain it. And that is burgers or hot dogs. I do like burgers, especially with cheese. Cheese is good. Cheese is good on a burger and a hot dog, actually. Also sauce as well. But taking away all condiments and stuff like that, just the bread and the burger or the hot dog. I would go with hot dogs, because they're just easier to eat. That's all I'm going to say. They're just easier to eat. Plus, you know, you can just it's easier to eat. Plus, it's nice. You know, I do like a burger, but if I'm at a place and they're either doing burgers or hot dogs, I'd have a hot dog. I wouldn't complain if they were out of hot dogs, but you know, I'd rather have a hot dog than a burger. All right. Next question is muscles or abs? Now, I know abs are muscles, but I'm guessing they mean like arms and legs, big, strong arms and legs, and weak abs, or strong abs and weak arms and legs. Based on what it takes to gain them, and would I rather the effort to build big arms and legs or strong abs, I would go with big arms and legs because that's so much easier to do. Plus, it's so much easier to maintain as well. Whereas, plus, you can eat a lot of protein and a lot of burgers and hot dogs with that. Not a lot, but you can still eat them with it. Whereas abs, you can't. You have to eat like salads and stuff like that. Well, you don't have to, but it's recommended. So I would go with that. But all would be good, you know. Not that I'm ever going to get them, but you know, all would be good. Now, next question is a very, very, you know, not personal question, but it's a very good question to find out more about me more about my personality, and you know, the sort of person I am. And that question is: animals or people? Um, well, I like animals more than people. Let's just get that out of the way. I do. Animals are just so much better than people because they give us more. Plus, they can't complain. Well, they can. They can't complain, you know, to the extent a person can. Like, don't insult you when you try and help them. They don't, you know, they don't, you know, they don't bring your self-esteem down. They don't, you know, try and they don't bully you, and they don't blow things up. So I'd go animals. Oh, and by the way, I'm drinking out of a Iron Maiden mug. That's the Number of the Beast. But yeah, I'm cutting out sugar in my tea because I drink a lot of tea, and in that case, I take a lot of sugar. So, because I do like take like 4 cups of tea a day, and like two, and like eight. That means I take like 8 sugars a day at least. So yeah, that's why I'm cutting out sugar in my tea. But next question time, and that is, funny enough, it's tea or coffee. I refer back to the mug. It's tea. I'm not. I'm like a stereotypical British person, you know. I drink tea. I watch Doctor Who. I watch Harry Potter, which are, funny enough, all British things to do. What can I say? What can I say? You know, they're all British things to do, and I do them. That's not my fault. I also like crumpets as well, which also helps. And I also had a fish and chips last night. I am a stereotypical British person. Apart from all the, you know, views and stuff, I just act like one. I don't speak like one, but you know. Anyway, next question: people who talk in cinemas, or people who nag at you when you show them a song and they dislike it through the song. Now, because I like going to the cinema. You know, I like going to the cinema with my family, with my friends. Not at the same time, but you know, with my family, with my friends, separately. And when we do, we make a big thing of it. You know, we go to a restaurant, we get all the popcorn and things and stuff like that. Or like if I'm going with friends, then we'll get a big bag of sweets and popcorn and drinks and stuff, and we'll just gorge ourselves on those while we watch the film because we're normally the only ones in there. So I like the cinema, and I don't like people ruining that experience. I never had people talking at the cinema, but I just hate the idea of it. or those who, you know, nag at you about because they dislike the song during it. I also hate this because this happens, you know, like one of my friends, or actually one of my friends did ask me to show them my favorite song at the time. So I was like, okay. I put Rain in Blood by Slayer on because that was my favorite song at the time. It's now, what's it called? It's now For My Sake by Shinedown. Beautiful song. But yeah, I was playing that song for one of my friends, and it started. They were like, "Oh, that's really terrible. Can you turn it off, please?" And I was like, "You just asked me to show you it, and it's been on for 10 seconds, and you're already complaining. At least give it like a minute or something. Come on." But yeah, that is so annoying that wins because I've actually experienced that, and I haven't experienced people talking at the cinema yet. I've been quite lucky with that. So I go to the cinema quite a lot as well. So yeah. Next question is YouTube or TikTok? Now I have a feeling I know who sent this because they're on both and I'm on both. But yeah, basically so I'm going to take this question and answer it in two different ways. The first way is, do I prefer making YouTube videos or TikTok videos? When I can think of something good to make on there, I enjoy making TikTok videos more than I enjoy making YouTube videos. Only because TikTok videos don't take, because they're only a minute long, sometimes 15 seconds, they don't take 6, 7, 8, sometimes even 12 hours to upload onto the website. So that's much easier. So I can make the video without ever having to worry about stupidly long upload times, because it takes a few seconds and then it's uploaded forever. So that's why I prefer making TikTok videos over YouTube videos. But but the next thing I'd go for is, would I rather get a big following on YouTube or TikTok? The answer would be, again, TikTok. Mostly because if I make a big following on TikTok, then knowing YouTube, I'd probably feature in a lot of YouTube videos by other creators. But because they're talking about my videos, or they're talking about people who have duetted my videos or whatever. Whereas YouTube, if you get big on YouTube, then you have a lesser chance of getting big on TikTok. So that'll be why I'll rather be big on TikTok than big on YouTube. But that's that. Anyway, last question. Unless any of you have any questions. And if you do, then put them in the live chat, because as you might have guessed, I can see the live chat. So if you have any more would you rather questions, or just any questions in general, then put them in there. But if not, then I'm done for the day. But yeah, the last question is WWE or All Elite Wrestling? At the moment, because All Elite Wrestling have only been around for a year now. So at the moment, match quality wise, I'd go All Elite Wrestling, because some of the matches they've had, especially over the past few weeks, have been absolutely amazing. The Battle Royal they've just had, the stadium, the big stadium one with the elite and the inner circle, fantastic. Just fantastic matches. Casino Ladder Royale, whatever it was called, fantastic, 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 fantastic. But WWE has been doing some great storylines with the Edge and Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. They got some great personalities on there. But for the moment, I'd have to go with All Elite Wrestling. So anyway, guys, that was that. Unless during these like 2 seconds, you have any more questions for me, any questions whatsoever, I don't care. But I am actually going to look at my Snapchat now because I have got a few messages on here. So whether they're questions or whether they're not, I might have some more questions for the time being. So stick around because I might do. If not, then I'll just end the video there. But yeah. No, I don't. So yeah, that was fun. I was just sending streaks to people because I've got streaks on Snap. If you do want to start, follow me on Snapchat, then I'll actually put my in the live chat right now. Sadly, it's gonna be a bit awkward, so I'll just bring that over to my PC. I'll put that so you can see my PC because, well, it's a bit strange how I'm recording this right now. Look at that. So this is my Snapchat. I'll put my Snapchat in the story. Snapchat. If you ever want to follow me, that is my Snapchat. Snapchat. Underscore. That's an underscore, by the way. No, I'll just go underscore. I'll just actually put that underscore. I don't know how to put an underscore on this though. If you hear a lot of noise, then that'll be because I'm trying to figure out how to put an underscore. There we go. Bun underscore S619. That's my Snapchat. And my Instagram is Ben Simpson 2005. Those are my two things. If you want to go and follow me on either of those, then I'd be much appreciated. And also, it'll be a good way to get involved with the channel, ask me questions that will appear on these. And anyway, guys, I'll see you guys later for another video. See ya in the next one. Bye.